attention on Karnataka. Currently, searches are underway, but there have been several cases of murder for property in the past in Karnataka, and we're bringing you a similar story where a woman killed her husband for 8 crore rupees and travelled over 800 kilometers to burn the body with the help of her friends. The Karnataka police have solved a sensational murder case in Kodagu, where a Hyderabad-based businessman named Ramesh was reportedly killed by his wife Niharika for money. So this is the allegation that has come in. The police have arrested Niharika along with accomplices Dr. Nikhil as well as Ankur Rana. On the 1st of October, Niharika allegedly killed her husband Ramesh and transported the body in a car to Karnataka's Kodagu, which is over 800 kilometers away from Hyderabad. Niharika was helped by her friends Dr. Nikhil and Ankur Rana. On the 8th of October, a burnt body of the victim was found and a case was registered, and during the investigation the focus was to identify the deceased first. The investigators reviewed the CCTV footage from hundreds of cameras tracking vehicles that had moved through the area around the same time. The police then stumbled upon a clue when they found a red color Mercedes-Benz while scouring through all the vehicles that had travelled in the nearby areas. This car belonged to Ramesh and had gone missing recently. This is what tipped off the police officials. Let's go across to Deepak for the details of how the police officials finally managed to solve the crime. Very, very horrifying murder that has come to light. Deepak, what are the details?
Well, yes, startling one to say the least here. Carrying the man after she killed him on the 1st of October all the way to Kodagu, nearly 800 odd kilometers, and then, of course, burning his body there. The police, of course, had a tough time to crack this case. Like you said, hundreds of CCTV footages all the way from Telangana to Suntikoppa and Kodagu being looked at, after which, of course, they were able to gather, lots of evidence in this particular case. As far as the history of this woman is concerned, she has been arrested in the past as well, married twice. This was, of course, her husband from the second marriage is what we've been told. As far as the investigation continues, they are looking at, what was her, role primarily in the murder, how much of an assistance did she get from the other two accomplices as well. While the police are looking at all of these aspects, but of course cracking this case as well was a big task for them, considering, how meticulously planned the entire case was. Right now, when we look at these developments that are unfolding, one thing is for certain: the police right now say that they've got enough evidence to nail all the three accused in the matter.
Okay, all right. So first, the police officials found a burnt body. They then started finding out and wanting to establish the identity of the person, after which they found out who he was and then started questioning the family members, Deepak, and that's when the entire murder plot unfolded.
Yes, and for the family, of course, at this point in time, it came as a rude shock. The police as well, it was not easy for them to crack this case, considering the man's body was half burnt. Identifying it as well was a challenge. More importantly, this is an interstate, murder, because the murder took place in one place, the body was found in another. It's hundreds of kilometers away. There is so much of evidence that, of course, that needs to be collected on the way, whether it is speaking to witnesses or collection of digital forensic data like CCTV as well. All of this, of course, was a task that was cut out for the police, but of course, eventually they've managed to trace who the people were and who were behind the crime, and right now, this woman and her two accomplices are taken into custody.
Okay, all right, Deepak, thank you for joining us with those details. So we're shifting our